Yeah, I promise, man. Lacey Green's gonna make a video on this topic. I guarantee it.
What makes you say that?
Because Lacey Green, like all these other YouTube vloggers, is desperately seeking for approval and attention, and is trying to be the moral arbiter of the world and trying to be all righteous and whatnot, even though they're probably all gigantic hypocrites about stuff. That's how I know.
You know, I thought you were just gonna say because everybody likes to capitalize on trending topics, but yeah, that works too.
When comedians be like,
they were so fat that they're that standing sweat fat. Crisco was coming out of their pores like a fucking Play-Doh fun factory.
Ha! I told you! I didn't disagree.
My sister's off the charts. I replaced her pepper spray with silly string. Anyway, that night she got raped.
hi babes, let's talk about jokes. When I first started speaking up about rape jokes when I was in high school, a bunch of my friends were like, oh my god, Lacey, it's just a joke. It's just a joke.
No, Lacey, I imagine they were telling you that it was just a joke because you were taking it seriously, which is the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do with a joke. See, the reason why they say it's just a joke is because we all understand that it's not serious commentary about anything. Unless the joke is that the commentary is true, which I will get into in a minute, because it's going to become relevant in just a second. But, Lacey, a joke is something by definition you're not supposed to take seriously. So if you're taking the joke seriously, someone has to remind you it's just a joke. So stop.
The "it's a joke" line was just a way to make me shut up when I criticized them. As Nicole Arbor learned last week, being cruel and then calling it humor doesn't make it any less cruel.
No, what Nicole Arbor learned last week is that fat people are a protected class. You're not supposed to make fun of them, even if you're just telling them the clear and obvious truth. I mean, I'm just saying.
A pile of shit with a bow on it is still a pile of shit. The most basic tenet of comedy is that it's supposed to make us laugh, right? A good joke can be clever, smart, uncomfortable, weird, biting, goofy, obnoxious, and yes, even offensive.
Lacey, serious question. Who is your target audience? Do you make videos for adults or do you make videos for 10-year-olds? Because, I mean, I didn't really need you to explain that to me, Lacey. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm too evolved to watch your content, and this is all an exercise in futility. But I already started recording, so keep going.
Hitting the funny bone is a skill, and it isn't easy.
She's right.
But you know what is easy? Being an asshole.
Yeah, and well, you would know. Well, you would. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, if anyone in this, would know between you and I, Lacey, it'd be you. Because you're quite the fucking asshole. You just have this bubbly personality to mask how much of an asshole you are, but I'm a little more intelligent than that.
Humor is a type of communication. All humor has an underlying message, and that message, whether or not we consciously process it, is the reason why we're laughing.
No. 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 That's just wrong. That's just false. No. No. Listen, Lacey. There's a couple of things. There's a couple of reasons why we laugh at different types of jokes. So I'm going to explain a couple right now. We have jokes of exaggeration, right? You know, where you tell a story or something that happened with over-exaggerated emotions or over-exaggerated motions and actions to get a reaction out of people, which all plays on the idea of misdirection. See, what I'm saying here, and a lot of jokes have a lot of build-up, right? You build things up and then you change the direction really fast, right? And that's what gets a reaction and makes people laugh. For example, why do you think people laugh when someone trips and falls? It's not because they're laughing at the person's pain. It's not because the person's hurting. It's because you didn't expect it. A lot of reactions and laugh comes from a reaction that you didn't expect. And the over-exaggeration gets you a bigger laugh because you don't expect something to be so explosive, right? Think about the jump cut bullshit people do on YouTube. The reason why a lot of people call jump cut lazy comedy is because it's very easy to immediately switch the direction of something when you start something and then you cut it and then you just change your fucking position all the goddamn time. At least I call it lazy. It's not very skillful. I mean, some people can do jump cuts pretty well. Other people, I'm not going to say any names here, don't do it so often. For example, the reason why Nicole Arbor failed so goddamn hard is because she overused her jump cuts. She was jumping around too much. She changed the focus so much.
She didn't have good timing to make us laugh. However, someone who used jump cuts pretty well would actually be Shoe-on-Head. Shoe-on-Head has really good comedic timing. So, just two good examples of what's going on there. You know, you set something up, you change the direction. Every joke, well, not every joke, but lots of jokes have an over-exaggeration. Another thing that makes us laugh, for example, is irony. Why does sarcasm get such a reaction out of people? Well, it's because you're either saying a serious statement without being serious, or you're saying something that's not serious, seriously. It's the irony that gets us to laugh. So another good example of people who like to use really explosive type of comedy, well, not explosive, but over-exaggerated comedy would actually be Kevin Hart. And that's why he's so fucking funny, you know? But not every joke has any level of communication. You're just wrong. That is not why we're laughing. We're laughing because we're not expecting what's coming next, or there's some level of irony, or there's an over-exaggeration of the truth even. Another reason why we laugh is because, like I just said, someone is talking about the truth. When someone points out something that's true about ourselves, and we have a sense of humor, it makes us laugh, even if someone's mocking us, because it's true. Now, the reason why that makes us laugh is because, again, it's ironic. A joke is something that's not supposed to be taken seriously, but you are not being serious about something that is true, and that's what makes it ironic, and what makes us laugh. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's right. You gotta that's... You know, jokes aren't really all that funny when you stop and have to think about them so complexly, but that's why we laugh. A couple of reasons why we laugh. Continue.
Things like rape jokes, fat jokes, police brutality jokes that come at the victim's expense.
Stop. No, bullshit. Especially not if the joke is about someone that doesn't actually exist. If the person you're joking about is not real, like someone arbitrary, it doesn't come at any victim's expense. And even then, that's just bullshit. That's not fucking true. Especially not if the person has a sense of humor and can laugh about a statement that's not serious. You have to remember that. A joke is a statement that's not supposed to be taken seriously.
That's a key. Normalize inequalities that already exist in the world.
Lacey, you are dumb. You really are. Or maybe you just don't know what the fudge you're talking about. But Lacey, that's just false. A joke doesn't normalize any level of equality. By definition, it's a statement that's not supposed to be taken seriously. It doesn't make anything normal. Just because you make a joke about rape, it doesn't mean that people are not going to take rape seriously. Just because you make a joke about fat people, it doesn't mean that people aren't going to understand that being overweight is a huge detriment to your health. No one's going to say, well, I heard a joke about fat people, so being fat must not be that serious. I mean, lots of people make fun about fat people, so I mean, it's okay to be fat, apparently. No, what normalizes things, Lacey, you idiot, is when large groups of people are doing it. That's what makes something normal, dumbass.
People with less power are seen as acceptable targets for cruelty.
Now, see, Lacey, the interesting thing here is that statement is true, but it is misplaced. One, you're making the assumption that any and all jokes made to a group of weak people or oppressed people or infringed people, which is very insulting by the way, is inherently cruel, when it's not. An insult, which has the intent to hurt someone's feelings or the intent to undermine someone, would be cruel. A joke at someone's expense is not necessarily cruel. I mean, it can be, but it doesn't follow necessarily to be cruel. It all matters your intent. If your intent is to make people laugh, including the individual you're making fun of, then it's perfectly fine. I make fun of myself all the time. I come at the expense of my own jokes all of the goddamn time. And guess what? Sometimes you lovable, cheeky dumbass, you come at the expense of my jokes. However, that's not me being cruel, that's just me showing affection for people. Because that's what I do. I make fun of people and be really sarcastic. Just so I care about them. Even though I think you're a dumbass. I mean, I'm just saying, Lacey. I'm just saying it doesn't necessarily follow suit. That's a bold-faced lie.
So when we laugh at someone suffering, we're participating in a broader cultural phenomenon where we don't take those injustices seriously.
Now, see, Lacey, again, that's just not true. Just because you laugh at a joke, it doesn't mean that you would laugh at someone actually in pain. If you make a joke about someone grabbing a chicken and ripping its head off and then cooking that chicken, it doesn't mean if you actually see someone rip a chicken's head off, you're going to sit there and laugh about it. Okay, well, some people will, but not everybody. Just because someone makes a joke, Lacey, it doesn't necessarily follow suit that they're going to stop caring about inequalities or problems. It means they have a sense of humor. Maybe they're laughing at the irony. Maybe they're laughing at the exaggeration. Maybe they're laughing at the truth of the joke. But that doesn't mean that they don't take the subject matter seriously. You know, the most ironic thing about rape jokes is the fact that in order to laugh at a rape joke, you have to think rape is pretty fucking serious. I mean, that's the joke. You're taking something serious and you're trivializing it. That's the irony. That's the joke of almost any and every rape joke. Come on, do you not get that, Lacey? Why did I ask that question? Of course you're not getting that.
But nothing should be off limits, the comedians cry. I am an American, and I have freedom of speech. I totally agree. See, I say all manner of offensive shit to the mainstream.
Lacey, you seem to live in this fantasy world where talking about sex makes you edgy. It doesn't. Especially not when everybody is doing it. So, no, Lacey, you're as PC can get. I mean, look at what you're doing right fucking now. You are telling people that they can't make offensive jokes because it's gonna hurt people's feelings.
I'm out here, y'all. Criticism doesn't mean that the subject matter is a problem. It's not necessarily the topic, it's the approach. If the approach isn't funny, then critics also have free speech to say what they think. Just like any other form of entertainment, comedy does not have some special sacred immunity to criticism.
She's right. No, she's right. Comedy should be criticized. However, the subject matter should never be criticized. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, the most important thing about a joke is whether it works. Is it funny? Does it have a good structure? Is it ironic? Does it speak the truth? That's the most important thing. So you can critique whether a joke was good or bad. However, critiquing what the subject matter is a waste of time because it's not serious commentary. Unless the joke is that you're speaking the truth. See? So, if she's right, but not entirely.
While Daniel Tosh might think that rape is absolutely hilarious,
Let me stop you right there. Lacey, that's slander. Daniel Tosh doesn't think that rape is hilarious. Daniel Tosh thinks rape jokes are hilarious. There is a gigantic difference between rape and a rape joke. A huge one. One being you force someone to have sex with you against their will, while the other is you're making a non-serious statement about forcing someone to have sex against their will. Two different things. And then again, the most ironic thing about the rape jokes that you decry so much, Lacey, is in order for a rape joke to work, you have to take rape seriously. For example, whenever me and my friends used to play Halo and someone got headshot, just pow, like, fuck, you raped me, right? What's the joke? The joke is I'm comparing something trivial, me getting shot in a Halo game, to something serious. That's the fucking joke. In order for a rape joke to work, you have to take rape seriously. Dumbass.
many of us come to comedy to have a good time, not to be reminded that other people see us as less than human.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
This bigger comedy debate isn't about constitutional rights, which are robust. Well, generally robust. It's about what's morally right.
You know, Lacey, it would be really easy to say that you are in absolutely no position to tell anybody what is morally correct. Like at all. Like nowhere. This is telling people what's morally correct. You are over there. You are off screen over there. You know what? No, let me open up a dimensional time portal and put you in there and close it. That's how close you are to talking to people about what's fucking morally right. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Which is not as robust. What we choose to say and do with our platforms, with the stage, with the mic, with the YouTube channel, with the Twitter account, with the TV show, that speaks volumes about our character.
She's right.
We can punch up at abuses of power, or we can continue to punch at those who are already down. So how do you know which direction something's punching? It's pretty simple. Just ask, who finds this funny? Jokes by no means need to be universal, but who's in the group that's laughing? Are abusers, date rapists, the KKK, high school bullies laughing with me? Who is being validated by the message that I'm communicating? I want to end by saying that it is okay to tell an off-color joke. We're all learning. I've told messed up jokes, you told messed up jokes. We're all idiot humans.
No, I mean, if we were all idiots, then no one's an idiot. Because there's no standard to differentiate us all, because we're all stupid. There's no way to tell who's smart and who's not if we're all dumb, right? So no, we're not all idiots. But you...
I don't think we need to handle this by burning people at the stake. That's so 1500s. I think the key is to recognize and apologize. Don't let your ego get in the way. There are some amazing comedians in our YouTube community and in the world.
Let me check this list out. Anna Kana?
You mean that girl at the end of the Ant-Man movie?
Well, yeah, she was, but no, that's not what I'm saying. Like, yeah, we made a video response to her.
Anna Kana.
Hi, I'm Anna Akana, and I'm here to help women everywhere not get raped. Because it's totally our responsibility, right? Because I am seriously so fucking tired of being responsible for not getting raped.
Fuck Anna Kana. Who else is on this list? Grace Helbig? I am not Grace Helbig's biggest fan. I tried to watch some shit from Grace Helbig, and I was like, man, this is boring as frack. And so I stopped watching Grace Helbig altogether. Hannah Hart, I've been to Hannah's channel, don't like it. Epic Rap Battles of History, that's alright, that's cool. Shimoho's cool, amazing film. Phil's alright. Tyler Oakley? Yeah, fuck Tyler Oakley.
They're making us laugh, they're giving us a place to run away from all the bullshit, and some of them are even changing the world.
Lacey, on some real nigga type shit. Those people are changing the world. But I can't say for the better because they're boring as shit. At least not, I can't view these people as amazing comedians because they're doing the lazy jump cut bullshit thing where all they do is talk about themselves and crack a couple of really bad tasting jokes. I don't really know why people are so invested in these vloggers because I find them to be, to put it bluntly, detestable. They're just a bunch of narcissists getting their narcissistic supply, talking about their boring lives, answering questions in the most ridiculous manner ever. I can't stand these people. But that's just me. That's me. If that's your shit, guys in web, yeah, that's cool, but not me. I can't stand those people.
It was like really sexy to me, it just got really warm in here.
Did I miss that joke?
Yeah, I know, man. I make lots of video responses to Lacey Green, and that's for a couple of reasons. You know, one, she's just comes up with some of the most asinine things, and people actually believe it, and that kind of bothers me a little bit. You know, I know, I make lots to Lacey, and that's part of the reason why I call her my greatest adversary. That and because she's the literal antithesis to everything that I am, but you know, I really do enjoy making response videos because they're actually really great vehicles for me to explain things and maybe give out some knowledge that I've accumulated by having somewhat of a conversation with other people, you know. And so, like I said, I've always wanted to explain comedy to some people, explain these different things that make us laugh. Why? Because I think it can generate more people who will end up making us laugh when we all understand what makes a comedian and what makes us laugh. Why do jokes are funny? What makes them laugh? I think it can help create more people who make us laugh. And so, like I said, I've always wanted a reason to explain comedy, and Lacey gave me that reason. So that's why I do these response videos, and that's why there's so much. It is an opportunity to talk about things that otherwise would seem kind of out of place without someone to respond to. So that's why I do so many of them. And if you guys enjoy them, this nappy head nigga will keep making them. So with that being said, man, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, man, go ahead and click that like button. Go and click that subscribe button. Comment on box below. And as always, have a great day. I will see you cool cats soon. Adios.